Hi guys, it's Struxen here, so I'm just going to do this quickly before the video. This is a little chart I've made to show which gags are essential and which gags are useful in terms of completing the factory run. So first of all, I've said 70 laugh. If you have less than 70 laugh, you can still do the factory run, but it might be a little bit more tricky, and if there's a mistake like your lure gag misses or your sound gag misses, then you're done for. Like, a lot of the time you will just lose too much laugh, you won't be able to make it through the last fight. So 70 laugh is sort of the line I think that you can get away with a factory run. So next we have lure. You absolutely need the big magnet. Without the big magnet, you can't lure consistently enough and you can't lure for long enough to defeat the last 3 battles of the factory run and even the warehouse. So you need the big magnet. The hypno goggles are useful because you can, one, they allow you to carry more big magnets, and 2, they're more consistent. Next, I've said sound. If you have a foghorn, that's great. You can sound your way through a lot of the earlier fights and you can elephant trunk your way through the first fight. Throw. I've said that a birthday cake's useful and necessary, and you need the storm cloud and squirt as well. That's because you need to be able to carry enough whole cream pies and fire hoses to be able to get your way through all the battles of the factory. And the birthday cake and the storm cloud are useful for the level 7s and the Foreman level 9 at the end. Finally, I've said that the wedding cake and the geyser are both pretty useful, but they're not necessary. It's just because they can get you out of a tough situation in the last couple of fights. So that's my thoughts on what gags and laugh you need to do the factory. Opinions may differ, but this is what I would say makes you the safest if you have these gags. I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. So here's a quick rundown on what the strategy is to complete the factory using the fastest method possible. First of all, use an elephant trunk on battle 1 and then followed by a seltzer bottle. That takes out both level 3s and the level 5. Battle 2, use a foghorn and then a seltzer bottle or any high accuracy gag. That takes out the 2 level 5 and level 6. Battle 3, use a foghorn and a seltzer bottle or any high accuracy gag. That takes out all the level 5 and belows and the level 6. Battle 4, use the hypno goggles, 2 whole cream pies, and a storm cloud. That'll take out both level 6s and level 7. Same again for battle 5, and for battle 6 you use the hypno goggles, 3 cream pies and the birthday cake. That'll take out all level 6s and the factory foreman. Next up is the method that you'll use if you only have the gags that I said were necessary to complete the factory. So first of all, on battle 1 you use a big magnet followed by 2 seltzer bottles on the level 3 and then a fire hose on the level 5. For battle 2, you use the big magnet followed by 2 fire hoses on the level 5 and then a cream pie on the level 6. For battle 3, you use the big magnet, then 3 fire hoses on the lower level cogs and then a cream pie on the level 6. For battle 4, use a big magnet, 2 cream pies on the level 6s and a storm cloud on the level 7. Same again for battle 5. For battle 6, use a big magnet followed by a cream pie and then 3 birthday cakes on the other cogs. The reason for that is you'll be out of cream pies by then, so you're going to have to use up those birthday cakes. Finally, I'm going to show you me completing the Sellbot factory using the fast method. Hi guys, I'm Struxen, you're still you, and welcome to my solo guide on the factories in Toontown Rewritten. So one of the common misconceptions of the factory in Toontown Rewritten, or in Toontown Online in general, was that people figured that they needed to be a lot stronger in the game than they actually did have to be to do it. As long as you follow my guide of simple instructions here, you'll have no problem at all. So obviously, on the first round you start with an elephant trunk. That means that you'll take out the 2 level 3 cogs and the 1 level 5 cog will remain standing. The most important thing when doing any solo run is to mitigate as much damage as possible, but because the factory run is quite easy, you can actually afford to use sound sometimes and let yourself get hit by the odd cog, just because you're not really going to run out of laugh. After you've hit the level 3 cogs with your elephant trunk, just finish off the level 5 with any high accuracy gag. Again, you want to mitigate as much damage as possible, so if you use a high accuracy gag, then you have less chance of missing and then taking a hit. Okay, so if you don't have a foghorn, you can use lure and take out all these cogs one by one. If you do have a foghorn, then you can use that to take out the level 5s straight away. That's what I'm going to do. It's probably the best choice in my opinion to use the foghorn on battles where there's a lot of cogs that are under level 6, because once they get to level 6, as you can see here, you no longer take them out in one shot with the foghorn. So the Factory Foreman Battle is a no-go with the foghorn, and the 2 battles before that are a no-go. Oh my god, that's missed twice now. In the warehouse battle in a minute, you'll also be able to use the foghorn just because there's only 1 cog left over. If this misses again, I'll cry. So as you can see, I've not actually lost much laugh. It's more important that you have the necessary gags than you have a lot of laugh to complete the factory run. Also, one thing I should talk about quickly is the fact that this isn't my Let's Play toon, this is another toon that I leveled up separately. Obviously he's not quite maxed, but I've had quite a busy life in terms of university work. And yeah, as you can see there, I don't really care about getting hit by one goon. If I'd wanted to, I could have done that a lot slower and I would have actually not had any problem there, but oh well. I'm on 80 laugh now, so I'm not really worried. So like I said before, you can use the foghorn and that'll take out any cog below level 6, so that's what I'm going to do again. What I would say about this battle here is it's a better choice in general to use the foghorn, simply because if your lure misses, which it's more likely because it's a low accuracy, you're going to get hit by 4 cogs, whereas your sound's a much higher accuracy, so it's much less likely to miss, and then you'll only get hit by 1. So there's a few important combinations in Toontown which are really useful for soloing. Usually they involve throws, so for example, a cream pie on a level 6 cog, as long as it's lured, will take out that cog in one shot, providing that the cream pie is maxed out. A birthday cake, on the other hand, can take out a bunch of cogs. It can take up to a level 10 cog out in one shot if the cog's lured. With organic, it can take out a level 11 cog. And the other one that I think a lot of people use, I personally use a lot of the time, is a fire hose on a lured cog will take out a level 5 cog. I think I'm going to make a video talking about cog HPs and discuss that in a bit more detail, but for now let's just get this factory solo done. So in the last 3 fights you want to lure the cogs. You're probably going to want to use hypno goggles, but big magnet will do. Like I was saying before, a whole cream pie will take out a level 6 lured cog in one shot. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to take out the 2 level 6s, and then I'm going to use a storm cloud to take out the level 7, because you always want to save your birthday cakes. You know, you want to use the most efficient gag to take out the cogs. So the weakest gag that I can use to take out this level 6 in one shot is the whole cream pie, so that's what I'm doing. And that's level 7 cog taken out as well now. So after you've finished that battle, you want to go on to this one and you want to just do the exact same thing. You want to lure all 3 cogs with the best group lure gag that you can, and then take them out one by one using the most efficient gags. This is the battle which you've been saving your laugh for, simply because it's generally an easy fight, but if your lure gag misses, you can be in a lot of trouble. So right now I have 72 laugh. I can probably take a shot from all of those cogs maybe twice, so I have 2 chances to lure before I'm in any real danger. Luckily for me, my lure gag hit, or I would look to use some SOS card or something. And that's it. So that's a complete factory solo run, and I only lost 36 laugh. So as you can see, laugh points isn't really an important factor. It's more the gags you have. If you have the hypno goggles, you have the foghorn maxed out, and you have the birthday cake and storm cloud, there's not really any way you'll lose the fight without getting extremely unlucky. So that's it for the video, guys. Like the video if you liked it. If you didn't like the video, then like the video, and subscribe for a spaceship.